So we have seen the hierarchy of the web services, how it works. Now we will see programmatically how we will create a web service and how does the web service work. I will show you programmatically how the web service works. We will see an example for that. We will work out an example for it. First open a Visual Studio to create a web service. This is Visual Studio 2012. Right click on it, give it admin rights. So this is the Visual Studio IDE. Go to File, File New, take project, click on project, File New Project. It opens your template of new project. There you need to select the web services from there. See the frameworks here. The web services, see this is the new project. Select Visual C#, Windows, it is Windows, select web here. You can see here, this is the framework 4.5. In the framework 4.5, the web services are not available. They are available up to 3.5 version, .NET Framework 3.5. So you can see here ASP.NET Web Service Application, and you can give a name to it here. Actually, you need to host your web service in your client machine. That is in the server you need to host it. That is in IIS. So for IIS to host, you need to take a website for this actually. So please cancel that and click on File, New, go to Website here. Which will be stored in HTTP location. See, check it here. Select 3.5 version. You will be finding ASP.NET Web Service. So this is your local host. Give the website name here for your service. I will just give as CLS arithmetic. I am designing a simple operation using addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. And I will host this application in my local IIS. That is the server provided by Microsoft, Internet Information Services. If you click on OK, it will be hosted in IIS. Click on OK. Now see, check it here. It is creating a project of CLS arithmetic using web services. Once the project is created, you will be getting two files there. One is service file and another is code window. Service file is coming with an extension of .asmx. I will show you the extension also. So this is the service file. Service file, service.cs. This is called as a program file. Go to Solution Explorer on the right hand side. If you see the Solution Explorer here you will find a file called as, it is created in app_data file folder here. In app_code, you will be having another file called as service.cs. This is called as program file, and service.asmx is your service name. It's not mandatory to put this service name. You can also change this name here by just giving F2 here. According to the requirement, you can change this name. That is your team leader or project manager might be asking your service to put your name here. You can rename this. Any name you can give here. See, right click, you can also rename that. Your wish, you can give your name. Okay. Defaultly it will be service.asmx. This is called as, the two files will be opened for you. One is code window, that is service.cs file, and another is service.asmx. This is our service file. Do not disturb it. And all the web services, if you observe here, all the web services are derived from this namespace http://temp_uri.org. All these web services are designed from this, and using system.web.services is the base class library from where the web services are defined. All the classes to design any web service are being derived from this base class library using system.web.services. This is the base class library actually. This is the base class library using system.web.services. From this namespace only, all the classes has been derived. All the supporting files, all the DLL files to write the web services have been designed. All the classes will be defined here, and the namespace, default namespace is http://temp.uri.org. You can also change this name. You can put your, if it is Microsoft service, there will be like a Microsoft service like that. So this is the default namespace actually. And if you carefully observe here, this is our class file, and this is the web service class where where this is inheritance concept actually. This class file will be inheriting all the classes from this web services, system.web.services.webservice. Okay, and our project name is here CLS Arithmetic. You can see here CLS Arithmetic is our project, and here first of all there are two files created. One is project file, that is service this is code file, it's code window, that is service.cs, where we can write the code here, and service.asmx is our service file. You can observe here, it will show here class service like that. Okay, and now you can write the code here, and if you observe the code window, you can see a method called as web method. What is this called as? It is called as attribute. Without using this attribute, even though your method is public, you can't access this web service in the client, that is outside this application. You can't access this. Once if you precede it with an attribute called as web method only, you can access this whole entire web service. You can access this entire web service in the client, or else you can't access this. So web method is very important. This is an attribute. So there is already a default method written here, like a public string hello, return hello world. We will write our own service. See, first precede it with an attribute called as web method. You can see here, adding this attribute to a method within an XML web service created using ASP.NET makes the method callable from remote web clients. That is, clients designed in other applications, not only in the, you can design the client in any application. Java, once you design this web service and give this URL to the Java people or else any other people, PHP, like that, they can use this web service and they can design their own client. I will show you how to design the client also with the .NET. This is web method actually. Web method is the attribute. So it has to be preceded with the web method. Any method you write in web service has to be preceded with this web method attribute. So write your service public int add int x. I am taking two parameters, int x comma int y. Return x plus y. I want 4 methods here for addition, subtraction, multiplication. Make it as subtract. So these are the 4 methods which I have taken here, and there is a default method. You can comment it, no problem. or else leave it. You can also leave it. There are 4 methods which I have taken. One is addition, subtraction, multiplication, and another is divide. So I am taking 2 parameters here, int x and int y, and I am returning the value with that parameters. You can put a breakpoint here to check your web service. Okay, put it in file. And you need to precede it with an attribute called as web method. So web method, adding this attribute to a method within XML web service created using ASP.NET makes the method callable from remote web clients. This class cannot be inherited. So this class cannot be inherited. The inheritance can be done to this class. So this we can add this attribute to a method within XML web service created using ASP.NET makes the method callable from the remote web clients. So without using this web method, remote clients cannot call this method. Even though it is public, even though this method is public, inheritance can't be done. That's what he is telling. Inheritance can't be done. Okay. So it should be preceded with an attribute called as web method. Then only we can use this entire web service. Out of this, then only the clients can use this web service. Without using this web method, this can be used out of the web service. Only within the web service, these methods can be used. Only that means only within this application, that is the CLS arithmetic application, this web service can be used. These methods, whatever the methods we have written, add, subtract, multiplication, divide, we can use within this project only. Outside the project means compulsorily we need to precede the attribute called as web method. Okay. So build it and see. I will show you how to check the web application. So press F5 to compile this. Okay, and check it now. It takes some time. So it is showing your project here, HTTP localhost. I have hosted it in my local IIS. So what I have done is I have written 4 methods here: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Int x, comma y. I am returning the values x plus y, return x minus y, return x divided by y, and return. So 4 methods I have taken: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Now you will get the output here. Meanwhile, you can open another client application to consume this web service. To consume a web service, see, check this URL here. It is coming as localhost. CLS arithmetic is my project name. That is the service name, the web service name. And in that I told you the default name will be service. You can give a name to your service. Service.asmx. This is the extension for web services. .asmx. Okay. As I hosted it in the local website, there will be no IS development server or else any server coming here in the tool tray here. See, this is the one. So these are the methods available in my web service. So see, check the URL once again. It's localhost. That is, I am hosting it in my local machine. The IIS installed in my local machine, and this is the project name. That is the web service name, and this is the service.asmx. This is my service name. This is the project name, CLS arithmetic. This is the service name. Defaultly it will be service. You can also change it. Click on the service description link here. You can see this. It will come. You need to paste it. This is the URL which we are going to give. Paste it and copy and paste it in your notepad. See, if you click on the service description, the following operations are supported for a formal definition. Please review the service description. It will ask you like that. If you click on the service description, you need to paste this URL, copy and paste this URL. See, all this is XML only. All this will be in the XML format only. If you check it here carefully, all will be in XML format. So please copy that URL. For the outside people, like the clients, we will give this URL only. Using this URL only, they will create the proxy in their client machines. Okay, please copy it and paste it in your notepad and keep it like that. And if you want to check these methods are working correctly or not, you can click here. For example, please click on the add method. See, you will be finding here that the parameters x and y I have given. No? Take it as 10 and some 10 and click on the invoke button here. If you click on invoke, now you will get here, see, it will be in XML form. As I have put the breakpoint, it is coming here. See, check it here. X, I have given 10 here and Y 10 here. See the result, X plus Y. You check it carefully. See, the 20 is the output. This will be XML nodes, HTTP URI.org. As I told you that service name is namespace. All the web services are derived from this namespace, http://tempuri.org. This is the XML file. You are getting the return type is integer here. See, 20 you are getting the output. 10 plus 10, 20. You are getting the output here. It will be entirely in the XML form, this XML file. That's why it is telling this XML file. Okay. Now you can close it. Similarly, you can check the other methods also, like divide. For example, you give 10 and y value y 5. Click on invoke. See, it came here. See, press F10. You can check here. X will be 10, y is 5, and the return is x divided by y is result is 2. Okay, and you will be getting the output here 2. So return type is integer here. You are getting the 2 as output. That's it. And similarly, you can check the different outputs like this. So by clicking on this invoke button, you can check whether your method is working correctly or not. And you can also see the response here. 200 OK. Like first time we have passed the HTTP post means once you have passed the 2 times you have made the request. So we are getting the response also here. Check it here, integer like this, 200 OK, like this. This is the response. 200 means the output has been correctly come to our system. So go back and in similar way subtract. 4 methods are there for us. Subtract 10, 5 and click on the invoke method. You will be getting the output here. See, I put a breakpoint here. You can check it here. Values will be coming 10 and y is 5. See, 10 minus 5 like that. You will be getting the output as 5. So close it. This is the XML file. Close it. Come back. So click on the service description. This is the service description actually. This is your original service. Copy this URL and paste it. Copy this and paste it in the notepad. Okay. Now we will see how to develop a client. This URL can be consumed by any client application, not only our .NET application, any client application like Java, PHP, people can also use this service. Just we'll give this service to them. This service link will give to them. This service link they can use anywhere. Okay, please copy this service. Now I'll show a Windows Forms application to consume this web service. Click on Visual Studio, give it admin rights. I'm designing a client application now. Click on yes. A new application will be open for you. Click on File, New. This time I am taking a project. File, New project. In my local machine I will create a project. Windows application. I am taking a Windows Forms application. Please put the network framework as 4.5. I am taking a Windows project and I am naming it as the application name as CLS client to test that application. Okay, CLS client. and this is stored in my local folder here, location D C# class. This is my local folder, and the solution name and the application name will be the same, CLS client. Click on OK. I select the template Windows Forms application to develop a client application, okay, and click on OK. It will create a project for you now, CLS client with Windows Forms. This is a Windows Forms project which will use the web service to communicate, to get the information. Web service, this CLS client application will communicate with the web service. We'll see how. First we'll design the user interface for the CLS client. So this is a form. Click on the toolbox, come on controls. I need to take 3 labels. I'll take 3 labels, paste it here. I need 3 text boxes. I need 4 buttons now. These are the 4 buttons available. And name this, give the name, to go to the properties window, give the name it as enter first number, enter second number, result, and the buttons names as add, subtract, multiplication, and divide. Now the user interface is done. This is my user interface. Okay, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division.